Really, this strategy allows you to stay long your Bitcoin, and also utilize that Bitcoin via a loan to then generate returns using stable coins.
Welcome back to another episode of Wagmi TV. Today, we want to talk about one of the top borrowing and lending protocols on Base. This is Morpho. With altcoins kind of sideways and Bitcoin really not doing too much, there's really a lot of opportunities for yield farming in the markets. And so today we want to talk about some of the best strategies that we're seeing at this current moment. As always, this isn't financial advice. Make sure to do your own research. But Zoe, why don't you take it away?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I think we're at a really interesting time in the market right now. And you guys who have been following this channel for a while, you know that regardless of the market environment, we're always trying to provide interesting opportunities to generate some alpha, whether that's trading or whether that's farming. So right now, what we've seen in the market is really basically all altcoins. Most of the altcoins have just absolutely fallen off a cliff. But what's interesting is that Bitcoin has held up pretty well. So if you were just mostly in Bitcoin these last couple of weeks, you're honestly doing pretty okay. If you're in altcoins, obviously, we can talk about if this is a good time to buy, and we'll likely do an episode on that in terms of like the technical analysis and understanding if this is a good time to accumulate. But for the time being, we really wanted to bring you guys an episode on how to take advantage of this current market regime that we're in right now. And that involves, basically being long Bitcoin and utilizing that Bitcoin to then generate, additional returns in the stablecoin space. And so we're going to bring you one of our favorite strategies right now. Here, I'll show you guys on obviously one of our favorite platforms. And so I'm going to pull this up. Obviously, we've done videos on Morpho in the past. They've experienced crazy, crazy growth over the last few months, and obviously one of the best and biggest DeFi projects on Base right now. Obviously, if you've been a part of this channel for a while, we're super bullish on Base, and so really this strategy allows you to stay long your Bitcoin. And also utilize that Bitcoin via a loan to then generate returns using stable coins. And this is currently, we've checked Arrow, we've checked all across Base, and this is some of the best risk-adjusted return you can really get on stablecoins. So to walk through the strategy, number one is to basically deposit your Bitcoin and take a loan out against that in USDC. So here, if you go to the borrow tab on Morpho, you can come down here and see all the given markets. And one of the first markets you'll see is the cbBTC USDC pool. If you click into that, this is really where this will allow you to basically supply your cbBTC as collateral and take out a loan in USDC. So basically borrow against your Bitcoin position without selling it and borrow USDC at an interest rate of about 5%, right? So that's step number one. Obviously, you can go up to 86% LTV on this. You definitely have to do your own research on this. Like, obviously, the higher you take this, the more risky the position is, the more the higher the risk that you'll get liquidated. So definitely do your homework on this ratio and only borrow what you're comfortable doing. Now, the next step of this is to find different ways to utilize this USDC to generate yield. And what we found is actually on Morpho itself, there's really, really good stablecoin opportunities right now in the Base ecosystem. So if you come down here and you filter for stables under the Earn tab, you will actually find a bunch of different opportunities to like lend stablecoins, right? What stands out to us here is actually this pool right here, the Re7 EUSD pool. And so this one is actually earning almost 17%. So net on your position, including like the borrow rate you're paying, you're still earning at this point 3 times the risk-free rate in your high yield savings account with this position, which is really, really good, right? You can basically you can create a position that without selling your Bitcoin still earns as much as if you had a bunch of money just like sitting in a high yield savings account in traditional finance. So that's what the high level strategy is. Of course, to kind of put the bow on it, you would have to take your USDC that you just borrowed via the loan and swap it to EUSD. You can do that on a platform like Aerodrome. like we've showed before, and then you come in here and you deposit that, and you're immediately earning, double digit APY, 12% plus
Yeah.
APY, while not getting out of your Bitcoin position. So yeah, curious what you think about that, Ev. And yeah, we can take it from there.
Yeah, I think one thing I wanted to call out here was just the amount of liquidity that was in that cbBTC pool. I think we saw there was $20 million, maybe $18 million worth of liquidity in that cbBTC pool, and so that's something where you're not going to get stuck. You're not going to not be able to pay off your loan or not be able to borrow against your cbBTC, and so that's super exciting. There's somewhat of a variable rate model that Morpho has, where the more usage in a pool, the higher the rate is. So that's something to watch out for too. Sometimes you can see this rate that's at 5% currently move up a little higher
Hmm.
when the pool gets utilized further. But yeah, I mean, like you're saying, net with this strategy, you're earning currently 11, 12% on your cbBTC or the USDC that you're borrowing against cbBTC, which is just a return that we're not seeing across the market. Before doing this video, we looked at some of the aerodrome yields. We've looked at some of the other platform yields, and this is really the best strategy that we're seeing at the moment. And so, if you're interested in, you know, being able to utilize that BTC that so oftenly just sits on the side and it doesn't get utilized, this is really a great place to do it. So yeah, no, it's a great overview, Zoe.
Yeah, and the chart that Ev was talking about here with the utilization is right here. So as you can see, this is where the utilization currently is. We still have quite a bit to go until like the rate starts really shooting up on your borrow, but definitely something to keep an eye out for. At the moment, unless you're operating in like some serious size, like you should be good for right now. But definitely, keep an eye out on this and keep an eye out on the borrow rate, which is where basically a change in that utilization will be reflected. Um,
I think the other thing I just want to call out too is I think this is our third video on Morpho, and slowly we're seeing more and more assets and more facilitators or curators join this platform. This is only going to be a platform that continues to grow more and more, and you're going to get even more opportunities to borrow against coins. It's maybe not only going to be USDC and EUSD and cbBTC that you can borrow against. There's going to be future pools that maybe you can borrow against more altcoins that you're seeing out here. So I think it's super exciting, even if this isn't the pool to you, to keep an eye on Morpho, because there's going to be future strategies using this platform.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. Guys, if you found this useful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're running any other sort of yield farming strategies right now, definitely let us know in the comments. We'd love to dive into those. And yeah, like if you think this stuff is interesting, definitely shoot us a message or something, and we'd be happy to cover more stuff. We're obviously going to be staying on top of the Morpho app and the base ecosystem as a whole. So definitely tune into our future videos for all the information on that. With that, that'll be it for this week. And we'll see you next time here on Wagmi TV.